Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back from the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some top ladder, pushing to at least 7,400, using the best Sparky deck in the game right now. So last season, I used Sparky at the end of the season. It's actually what I used to finish 5th in the world. It was a little bit of a different Sparky deck though. It had Earthquake in the deck, and it had Dark Prince instead of the Heal Spirit, but this variant is really good in this meta because the Goblin Hut and the Barbarian Hut got an HP nerf, and I just feel like overall, Rage is the better option because there aren't too many buildings that are too annoying, you know, for you to break through, because the Goblin Cage, I mean, doesn't really stay alive for that long, and the Bomb Tower I feel like you can get around, and since there's just not much Goblin Hut or, you know, Barb Hut or spawners in general, I just think it's so much better to have the Rage. Heal Spirit instead of Dark Prince, because the Heal Spirit kind of heals up everything, you know, Sparky, Goblin Giant, minions maybe if they get zapped or snowballed, or even the Musketeer. And overall, this deck is great because if your opponent makes a single mistake, you can easily punish them for it. Because all it really takes is when you're versus Sparky deck, if you make one single misplay, you can lose pretty much your whole tower and even lose the game because of it. So let's go ahead and go into the first game. We're top 300 right now. We're going to search right now. I would say the only like really bad matchups for this deck, like ones where you're going to have a really rough time, is if you're versus Expo, it can be really hard, especially Icebo, but even 2.9 is very difficult because you don't have an ideal spell for dealing damage to their Expo, and they can often outcycle you, so you have to be really careful. This guy's going to have Log. Don't really know what that means yet. You typically don't want to make a play. You want to play pretty reactive with this deck. Heal Spirit's an okay starting move, and Zap, but otherwise you typically just want to wait it out for your opponent. So at this point he probably has a good idea that we're using Sparky because we already used our Heal Spirit and minions. And he's going to have Miner, and I think he used a Log as well. So he's going to have Mega Minion. If I had to guess what this is, I would go with Giant because I highly doubt that it's Lava Hound or something other than that, because we already know that he has the Log, which wouldn't really fit in like a Lava Hound deck or something like that. So we're gonna go in here, apply a little bit of pressure, and yeah, it looks like he's gonna be using Giant Hunter, a deck that I actually haven't seen in a really long time. So guards go down, and the mini Pekka almost got on the tower, but the minions end up... A little bit of a voice crack there. Or wait, maybe it was, or maybe I just mispronounced it. I don't know, but regardless, minions got so much damage on his tower. And, you know, I wouldn't even say that was a bad defense on his part. I just think that was super annoying for him, the Goblin Giant and mini Pekka, and maybe I should have raged it. I'm thinking if I had gone for a rage with that push, we probably would have gotten several hundred more damage on his tower. I just didn't think it was going to end up getting that much damage. That's why I didn't. But anyway, we're going to kite this Mega Minion into the opposite lane, and then we're going to go for a mini Pekka on top of this Giant. Now, we're definitely going to continue this push here. We might go for a Rage this time. Yeah, let's do it. Let's Rage. Make things really annoying for him. Heal Spirit heals everything up. And we zap. I don't think the Sparky gets a shot on his tower. Yeah, it does go down. But look at that mini Pekka doing work on his tower. We're going to cycle a Musketeer again. We still have Sparky and mini Pekka in rotation if he does decide to go for a Giant. Looks like he's just going to go for a Hunter, which is quite interesting because now we can rush the opposite lane since he just played his high DPS card. We're going to go for a Zap, try to slow everything down even more. And if the Goblin Giant just gets a couple more hits in, we end up winning this game. Mini Pekka finishes it off. That's going to be GG. Very interesting to see someone using Giant Hunter guards. Haven't seen this deck in a really long time. It used to meta, I think, like 2 years ago. I think, used to use Giant Hunter a while back when it was actually good, but crazy that someone's actually using it. You know, that, again, as I said, that deck was meta, I think, about 2 years ago. So, was surprised to see it in 2020. Alright, we'll go into the next game here. Did I check my ranking already? Yeah, 252nd now, and we're one game off of 7,400. So let's try to get it here, and then probably keep going. and yeah, see how far we can get, because this will most likely be my last, maybe my last ladder video of the season. Unless I tilt, then I might decide to do another, but I think most likely the rest of the videos this season are going to be GC videos, and I have a couple decks planned out, which is good. A Lava Loon deck, and I also have a... What was the other deck? I can't remember. Anyway, let's focus on this match. This guy's Snowball. He's got Musketeer. It's looking like it's probably going to be a... either Loon Cycle or Hog, probably. Yeah, that's what it's got to be. It's going to have Knight, so it's looking like it's most likely going to be a Hog deck. I'm going to go Mini Pekka on this Hog. I didn't play the Mini Pekka fast enough, so the Hog definitely gets 2 hits on the tower. If I played it quicker, it would have only gotten 1 hit. Or 0, I mean. So we're going to have to just let this Sparky die here, because I don't want to be too aggressive. But if he overly defends this Sparky... Ooh, actually, we're going to go in, because Bomb Tower is dead, so we can apply pressure. Heal Spirit's going to heal everything up, and we're going to pick up a little bit of damage. The question is he going to drop a Hog with this Musketeer, or is he going to go for one in the right lane? That's what I don't know. But we're going to go Musketeer. Let's see if he goes for a Hog. Looks like he's not. He's holding off as of right now. I imagine he is probably going to go in for one soon. Goes for Skeletons. We'll just go ahead and send a Sparky in the back. He might go Hog opposite lane now. There it is. So do we get it down in time? I believe we do. The Hog doesn't get any shots on our tower, because we played it really quick. And now that it is double elixir, we're going to be quite aggressive now. We're going to go for our minions. We're going to go for our heal spirit. And then we're going to rage everything up. Pretty clean defense on his end. Got to give him credit there. Of course, since we don't have the Earthquake, it is much harder for us to break through those bomb towers. Should go ahead and cycle a Goblin Giant in the back. Rage everything up here. Musketeer goes down, and Bomb Tower gets targeted. See, just like this, guys, all it takes is one Sparky push, and it ruins your opponent's day. Oh my goodness, Sparky's gonna get a long-range shot. Did you see that? That was out of range, but that's what happens when someone logs your Sparky. It stays in range of the tower. It's so strange that that happens, but it does, and certainly I'm not complaining, because now we get to 7,400. Man, I feel a little bad for him. That really must suck. You know, the Sparky just, like, was out of range of the tower, but the log just, for whatever reason, I guess doesn't prevent the Sparky from retargeting or something, but it just was out of range and got a super long shot on top of his tower. That was nuts, but 74-24, we're top 200 now, and yeah, looking pretty good. I actually think before I started recording, I won the game. Yeah, I won a couple games before I started. They were both versus Hog. This deck, the reason why I think it's going to be good in the meta is it does great versus Hog decks. Royal Hogs can be, you know, a little more difficult, because if they have the Royal Delivery, it can be tough for you to break through to your Sparky, but you definitely can still win. Let's go ahead and go to another game. I think we're going to play one or two more. We'll see how they go. You know, maybe there's a shot at 7,500 if I win the next 3 in a row. We'll see. All right, we're playing versus Coochie Coo. We'll see what he's using. And he's going to go ahead and just set up with a Goblin Cage. Sucks I didn't have a Sparking Cycle. I would have just played my Sparky, but, you know, it didn't have it, so kind of had to waste a zap. And if he's using Royal Hogs, this is pretty bad, because I already had to waste my zap. But it looks like he's going to be using Golem. He must be using that new Golem deck, the one with, you know, Ice Wizard and Night Witch, which is, you know, quite popular. So I feel like in this situation, it's not a bad idea to go for a tower trade. And he actually used his baby dragon on defense, which pretty much frees us up to using our minions. And that defense is about as good as it can get. I mean, we finished off his golem, and we're about even on elixir. The question is does he defend the Sparky? Yeah, he does. So, again, you know, about even on elixir right now. We might be down 1 or 2 after playing that musketeer, but this is about as good of a start as I could ask for. I mean, we take his tower, we get it's not even a tower trade situation. That's what I thought was going to happen, but just, this is why I like the Heal Spirit version. Just, it really came in clutch there. I think I definitely prefer it over the Dark Prince. In this game, it really shows you why the Heal Spirit is, I feel like, the better variant. So I go for a zap there, just kind of to cycle. You know, I don't really want to take too much damage. You know, it probably wasn't necessary, but it's fine anyway, right? Because we're full on elixir right now. So otherwise I would have had to leak a couple, because in this situation, you know, what do I cycle? I mean, I guess I could have cycled my Heal Spirit, but, you know, it's kind of like at this point, I almost just want to play defense and try to, you know, walk away with this win without having to take another one of his towers, ideally. So what we can do is we can Heal Spirit if he goes for a lightning on the Sparky. We could even just go for Heal Spirit now to heal it up after the lightning. You can see the Heal Spirit again just coming in clutch, keeping that Sparky alive. He's going in really aggressive with Night Witch at the bridge. He's actually going to NATO. Obviously not going to work because we already have one of his towers down, so a definite mistake by Kuchi there with that NATO. I mean, it wasn't a bad idea, but you got to remember when you know, when your opponent's already taken one of your towers, that NATO just doesn't work. You know, I always used to make that mistake because I just feel like it's something that, you know, even after playing the game for a while, it's just something you forget in the middle of the game sometimes, you know? It's just, it's weird how that happens, but, you know, it does. So this is going to be GG. We get a nice win versus Kuchiku. I mean, I feel like Golem, it's weird, right? I think it can beat Sparky, but you saw we kind of cheesed him in single elixir, and that's really what you got to do. I think as a, you know, when you play Golem, you really want to be pretty passive. Typically, when I use Golem and I versus Sparky, I don't really want to play Golems until... And actually, Golem, that was the deck I was thinking of doing a GC with. I was either going to do it with Lava Hound or Golem, that exact Golem deck he used. Anyway, again, another nice win. We're at 74-58 right now. 160th in the world. I guess let's try to, if possible, go for 7,500, right? I mean, we got 3 wins in a row. Let's see if we can keep going and win 2 more. Pretty much as I mean, seems to be working out pretty well. As long as I don't run into, like, Expo or something, I couldn't really think of anything that would be too trouble. Well, Logbait to definitely hard counter Sparky. But Logbait is not really that great in the meta. I hope I don't jinx myself and right as I say that I verse it. But yeah, Logbait and Expo are going to be the worst matchups, I think. But yeah, we'll see what we get. We haven't versed any Royal Delivery decks, which is interesting because you typically verse Royal Delivery every other game in the top 100 with how strong it is right now. We should find a game shortly. Here we go. We found a game versus Alice. So good luck. We'll go cycle our Heal Spirit. Alright. I'm going to try my best, guys. This is a really, really tough matchup. Okay, so let's see what variant of Logbait he's using. Whatever the variant is, it's not going to be easy. And he goes for... yeah, he protects the princess. Yeah, so... we already lose most of our tower. you know, again, not much I can do. It is a very, very, very difficult matchup. I'd almost say it's 100-0. But we'll see if we can somehow make a comeback. I beat someone using log bait yesterday, and I got really lucky with him losing connection. Maybe something like that will happen this game. Who knows? I mean, we can only hope at this point. We're going to just mini pekka on the princess, because obviously we don't want it to 3-crown us. This match is going to be very difficult to use this Sparky. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I almost feel like I jinxed myself because I was talking about how log bait isn't good in the meta, and somehow, some way, we're versing it right now. Not because it's good in the meta, but because there are very, very few people who do use it in the top 200, but it's not a lot. Are you kidding me? No way. What? No, 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 no. Wait, are we actually getting this luck right now? No way. But you can see, even with him missing that rocket, very, very easy defense for him. So, this just goes to show it's pretty much 100-0. Mr. Rocket still defended. Crazy. But anyway. He just, like, missed another rocket. He just missed 2 rockets. You're kidding. He missed 2 rockets. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, my luck has been pretty incredible this game, I'm not gonna lie. Because that second rocket, I mean, it hit something, but it wasn't... But I don't think it's going to be enough for us to win, unfortunately. But yeah, there's... I mean, unless he, like, misses another rocket. We'll see. We will see. Anything can happen. Let's try to actually go for a 3-crown, maybe. Not gonna work because of that darn Inferno. I mean, there's the rocket. Doesn't miss it this time, so, you know, good for him, obviously. But, you know, unfortunately, unless I think he, like, disconnects or something, I think we lose this one, unfortunately. We were so close. So close. But yeah, this goes to show. Remember my video I made about one of the biggest things is confident and trying your best no matter how hard the matchup is. And the thing is I'm pretty proud of myself. I played that really, really well. It was a tough matchup. And I would honestly say that was almost 100-0. The only reason why it came that close was because he ended up missing 2 rockets. So, you know, we almost won. Was a really, really tough matchup, and I'm proud of how I played. I mean, it was a tough one, and I didn't give up. I made it really close, and maybe there was a couple things I could have done differently at the end to potentially sneak in enough damage on his second tower. I mean, who knows? Because he only won that by a few hundred HP there at the end. But, you know, regardless, it was a good game. And that's about as bad of a matchup you'll get. And knowing that's pretty good. It means there aren't too many really rough matchups for Sparky then. If Logbait and Expo are the worst ones. And if you can make those really close, then anything's possible. This might be the deck I used for the last couple days of the season. We'll see. Or that Royal Hog deck. I'll have to decide which one I like more. Alright, so this will probably be our last game. Win or loss, fine. See if we can get back to where we were. Before that last loss, I mean. Alright, here we go. We got in the game. Pretty sure this guy uses Giant Graveyard. I could be wrong, but I think that's what he uses. Because from just recognizing his name, I think that's what he uses. So we're gonna wait here. I don't really feel comfortable cycling anything at this point. You know, maybe after 30 seconds, I'll cycle my Musketeer in the back because it's going to force a response at him, which then allows us to go Sparky same lane. Like, let's say he drops his own Musketeer or even a Knight, something like that. We could just go Sparky same lane. We'll also get a free Elixir because it'll take him a second to react to it. So let's go ahead and do it. He's clearly using a heavy deck. We just got a free Elixir. He's going to have Bard Barrel. So, in an Ice Wizard. So we can Sparky. This isn't like Expo. We don't have to worry about a rocket or something like that. There's the Bomb Tower. So it's going to be Graveyard. This is quite an interesting matchup. It can really go either way because they can defense a Graveyard. It ultimately depends on how well they play. If they make some major mistakes, they can... Okay, so he defends that really easily. Luckily, he did kind of waste an Ice Wizard, so he's not going to be up a ton of Elixir. If he didn't play that Ice Wizard, I think he would have, well, probably been up 3 Elixir, so that Ice Wizard clearly was not needed. We'll just Musk. He's going to Poison. Alright. We'll see, we'll see. This, as I said, this can go either way. Ultimately comes down to how well he plays. If he makes a single mistake, he definitely can lose. He's going to set up another Bomb Tower. In this match, you have to do dual lane. You can't play everything in the same lane. So we're going to, once again, I think, do what we did before. But the difference is this time is we're going to support our Sparky with minions. We're going to go for a Heal Spirit, and then we're going to Rage. I'm going to Zap as well. See if we can get this mini Pekka to potentially lock on the tower. Looks like it doesn't. But again, he kind of wasted an Ice Wizard there. I think he kind of panicked, because that Ice Wizard was definitely not necessary, obviously. And I think that's going to be GG, unfortunately. We'll see, though. But, we'll see. You know, perhaps... nah, GG. Good defensive Graveyard on his end. And the Heal Spirit doesn't even connect. So we're not getting anything healed up. Yeah, that might be the end of us here, unfortunately. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna play our best to the end. Ooh, not the best. Ooh. Okay. Hold up. He's getting a little bit greedy here. He is getting a little bit, like, I feel like he's kind of rushing this right now. Once again, Heal Spirit does not connect healing anything up. It's really, really hurting us here at the end of this game. We're not getting that Heal Spirit to heal anything up because, yeah. Yeah, that is going to do it, unfortunately, guys. Yeah, GG. I mean, he played it as well as he needed to. He didn't make any major mistakes, and as a result, he wins the game. As I said, in order to win that match, he definitely doesn't have a hard counter. Like the log bait guy, that's a hard counter. That, I think, is quite close to even. I think he didn't make any major mistakes. He did everything he needed to. And we just, without the earthquake, we didn't really have a, great way of breaking through that bomb tower. But you definitely can win that, and this is why I think Sparky, one of the reasons why I switched to Sparky last couple hours of the season, is Sparky's the type of deck where if the other person's playing like really stressed out, and when you're playing in the top 100 last couple hours of the season, everyone's a little bit on edge and a little bit, like, I guess you could say nervous. And that's why Sparky is the best last day of the season, because everyone's nervous, everyone's like on the edge, because it's like, last day of the season, and more mistakes are going to be made just because of people's nerves, and they get nervous. I do too, but that's why Sparky definitely, I think, what I might use again at the end of the season. We'll have to see though, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We had some great games, two not very easy matches, but played them as well as I could and try my best. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and again, give me suggestions of decks you guys would like to see in grand challenges. I already started one, maybe I'll finish it and upload one with Golem, this new Golem deck, the one that Coochie Coo used. But let me know if you guys have any others you would like to see, and thanks again until next time, guys.